All right, it's Nick Atkin on South China Morning Post, back again with Super Sage Northcutt. Sage, it's great to see you again, sir.
Hey, good to see you too. Thanks.
All right, Sage, I just got to ask you, first of all, how are you doing? How are you feeling, man? Because you had a bout with Shinya Aoki scheduled for 1 on TNT, but you had to pull out because you had some lingering COVID symptoms. Can you just tell everyone how you're feeling?
Yeah, I'm getting checked out by a specialist. I'm getting some more blood work done actually this Friday. So I'm hoping that the blood work comes back good and everything with my immune system checks out so I can get back into training and get another fight scheduled. But yeah, I was training hard. I was looking forward to the fight with Shinya. And as you know, I'm not sure how many people know, but I came down with COVID back in January. And then from there, I developed blood clots after being sick. After the blood clots, I was getting blood work done, checking out how I'm healing up, my progression, everything. And I had some pain in my kidneys. So got that checked out, and my kidneys weren't doing too good from the COVID. And then my immune system was pretty much compromised. So I've just been healing up from that and getting checked out and making sure I'm healthy.
Wow, that sounds all really super serious, but you kind of make it sound like it's no big deal, but that does sound a little bit crazy.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a pretty big deal. Man, there's been so many fighters. One of my teammates, Cody, he had some similar stuff going on with blood clots, and then blood clots are no joke, especially if you're sick with any kind of sickness and you're trying to train through it. You're a top level athlete. That's no joke. So, but yeah, if you go look, there's I believe Paulo Costa, several different fighters. Might have been one of the champions with UFC, for instance. I've heard of so many different guys that have been having some weird stuff going on with COVID.
Yeah, we spoke to your sister on the media day before her fight last week, Colby Northcutt, and she said it was very heartbreaking to see this because of all the work you'd put in. Was she right? You know, you'd been looking forward to this fight for so long after your debut and won. It had been over a year or nearly a year, right? 2 years.
For sure.
God,
yeah.
my brain is not working. I've just got out of bed. 2 years, yeah.
Yeah, that's all good. Yeah, no, I was really looking forward to it. Yeah, if you were talking to my coach, Uriah Faber, or my teammates, man, I was training so hard. So I was looking forward to fighting. Was
it a case of just not stopping? Were you training too hard after the initial diagnosis, or what? Could you have avoided these symptoms?
Well, the thing is, so after catching COVID a while back, like back in January, I had to take, I was about 3 weeks, maybe 3.5 weeks off due to blood clots. So from the blood clots, I couldn't do anything whatsoever. Making sure my blood thinners were good and making sure my body was okay. After that, I came back. I started hitting it super hard, obviously. Fight still scheduled. Training very hard, and I started having complications with my immune system and my kidneys. So, and a couple other things also, which weren't too good. So I've had, I don't even know how many blood tests I paid for, like 5, 6 different blood tests, 7 different blood tests. I don't even know. Every other week, I'm pretty much getting blood tests to make sure I'm all right. And, but yeah, it was pretty crazy from there. My doctors suggested, and One Championship's doctors too, that I take a week off from training, literally right before the fight, and then take another 10 days off. That would be like 2.5 weeks off of training. And then it wouldn't have been a good idea to go fly out after not training for 2.5, almost 3 weeks, literally like a week before flying to Singapore. That just would have been a bad idea. So yeah, I'm making sure that I'm all healthy.
Well, especially against a guy like Shinya Aoki, you don't want to come in underprepared for that, do you?
Right, yeah, you're talking about the ex-champion, so yeah, definitely make sure I'm prepared.
Have you got a rough time frame now on when you might be able to rebook this fight or book another fight? Are you just not thinking about that at the moment?
Well, I'm getting checked out by another specialist. This Friday, I'm getting some more blood work done, so I'm hoping the blood work comes back good, and I can start getting back into training and get a fight scheduled. It
seems like you want to do this Shinya Aoki fight again. Is that the plan?
Well, I don't know if you saw the fight or not. After he fought, we were scheduled to fight. He gets up there and calls me out. So I just replied. I actually gave him a compliment and said, good job on the finish. Good job on the submission tonight. Gave him a compliment and obviously accepted it. We already scheduled a fight. So yeah, I was super, super nice about it. But yeah, no. That's the plan.
Yeah, I saw on Twitter he responded. He told you to eat shit, I think it was. I just pressed Google Translate. And then you said, well, I'm going to make you eat those words. Exactly. Is that a bit of a rivalry, a bit of fun, or were you kind of annoyed by that? Were you taken aback?
No, I mean, I was very respectful. If anything, it makes me question his integrity and his character. I mean, One Championship, martial arts is about integrity, honor, character. But for someone to say that back, I was being nice. So no, I meant it. Yeah, I'm gonna be going out there to make him do that.
Yeah, I asked Shinya on the post-fight media scrum he had after that fight against Edward Folayang, and I said, what did you mean? Were you just having a bit of fun? And he said, well, Sage was tweeting, I'm next. So I was like, hey, dude, you were sick and you couldn't fight, so you're not the one who's supposed to say that.
He should never got up there and said, hey, I want to fight Sage Northcutt next. That's what he said. I want to fight Sage Northcutt, and he said Sexyama. He listed 2 guys, me, one other guy. He named me first. We already scheduled a fight, so he should have called that out then. I mean, it sounds like he's taking his words back.
Well, yeah, he says he's open to either fight if he gets the offer. Do you think he's trying to dodge this fight now and get Sexyama again Sexyama in Japan? That's what he says. That would be a dream fight for the Japanese people, he says. But do you think he's trying to not fight you now?
No, I have no idea. I mean, like you said, you had to use Google Translate to translate what he said. I was just very, very respectful about what went on and stuff. But I mean, we were already scheduled a fight, so that was scheduled.
What did you make of his win over Edward Folayang? It was the trilogy fight, first round armbar submission, excellent performance all around from Shinya. What were you thinking when you watched that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, he's got good jiu-jitsu. He's been around the sport for a long time. I feel like I was looking forward to getting out there. It's unfortunate I had the COVID complications come up and my blood work didn't check out, but I'm looking forward to fighting him.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that. Hopefully soon, Sage. What about your sister? She also had a first round submission. Brilliant performance from Colby, wasn't it?
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she's getting better and better. So I'm looking forward to seeing her next fight too. Hopefully the next fight, me and her fighting on the same card, because that was the plan. That's what was going to happen. So I'm still looking forward to that too.
Yeah, she did mention she was pretty heartbroken about that. You guys are meant to fight on the same card. What do you think of her prospects, though, in one championship? She's now, I believe that was her second win. She's looking pretty good there, isn't she?
Yeah, she sure is, definitely. She was actually training back up there at Team Alpha Male with me, coming back and forth, and she got to improve a lot in that amount of time. So I'm excited to see what she has in set for the future too, because she's going to be really awesome. She is.
Yeah, and Ray Daniels in the corner. What do you think about him coming to one championship?
Oh, man. Yeah, that's cool. He was in her corner. I mean, that's her husband. Man, he's an incredible fighter. That'd be exciting to see him fighting for one. He's awesome.
You could have all 3 of you on the cards, like the Northcutt Daniels takeover, maybe.
Right? That'd be super cool.
All right, man. Well, yeah, just finally, message to your fans, Sage, because I know a lot of people were looking forward to see you fight. It's not happened. A lot of people were worried about you. Just what do you got to say to them?
Hey, I just want to say thank you so much for everyone was looking forward to seeing me fight. I'm excited to get out there and fight. I'm going to be training hard. I couldn't help what happened with the COVID situation. I'm still getting better from it, getting my blood checks, checked by a specialist. So hopefully this Friday, my blood work turns out good and I'm able to get back in training and get out there soon. All
right. It's always a pleasure, Sage, to speak to you. Thank you so much again, and hope you get better soon, and we see you in the One Championship Circle ASAP.
All right, cool. All right, thanks so much.